Okay, proof number 3 from the worksheet. We are trying to prove that BE is congruent to CF. So if I can prove that triangle ABE is congruent to DCF, then I will be able to prove that those two pieces, BE and CF, are congruent because they would be corresponding parts of congruent triangles. So that's my plan. Try to prove that triangle BAE is congruent to CDF. So here we go. With all that given information, we almost have the triangles congruent. But I see that I need to prove that this line, AE, is congruent to DF. So how do I go about doing that? Well, I know that these little outer pieces are congruent. I have AF equal to DE. So my goal is to add FE to AF, add FE to DE, because I know that that's the procedure I need to go through to get those two equal to each other. So here we go. So FE is equal to FE, and that's reflexive. We're going to use that because we want to add FE to both sides of that equation that's given. Then I'm going to take this equation here that's given, AF is equal to ED, and I'm going to add FE to both sides of that. So I have AF plus FE is equal to ED plus FE. And so I've added an equal value to both sides of that equation, and so that is the addition property of equality. Then we take and we look at what is AF plus FE. Well, AF plus FE is equal to that line segment we want, AE. And ED plus FE is equal to FD. And that was the segment addition postulate. Then, being that in step 3 and step 4 we have an equation that we can substitute into. Again, look at, here we have AF plus FE, here we have AF plus FE, and we have what it's equal to. So I'm going to replace this with AE. So I have AE is equal to, now I want to look on the other side, I want to replace this ED plus FE with this ED plus FE that's equal to FD. So I have AE is equal to FD, and since I replaced, that was the substitution property. So now we have our two pieces equal to each other. So now I can say that my triangle BAE, is congruent to triangle CDF, and the congruence pattern that we see is angle, angle, side for congruent triangles. And then now that my triangles are congruent, I have BE is congruent to CF, and that is because corresponding parts of congruent triangles are congruent. We verify that we have it in the right location. I have BE and CF, so they are indeed congruent, and that is it.